going on, guys? I'm Michael Anthony, and thank you for checking out my article in this month's Shutter Magazine. Guys, this month we're talking all about print competition, and I'm speaking primarily to you guys who are just starting out and are thinking about entering print competition for the first time. If you guys read my article, there's a lot of different types of competitions. As you guys can see, how do you know what to enter? How do you know how to navigate all of the different competitions? And how do you know how to shoot and edit for a specific competition? Well, in our article, we lay out all the different types of competitions, all the different categories that are available, and all of the different rules that are relevant for those specific competitions. But one of the things that I do want to touch base on in this video is more specifically why you enter competition. When I started entering image competition, it was because I lacked basic skills in things like posing, lighting, and composition, but I wasn't 100% sure as to what I could do to improve. And yes, you can go to workshops, you can go online, you could put your images out there to the world, but in general, you're just gonna kind of get a lot of noise. You're never gonna really get good advice from the right people, and that is what print competition is all about. See, oftentimes when we put our images out there to the world in the form of social media, either Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, you might get some like negative comments, which could be interpreted as constructive criticism. But for the most part, a lot of those comments that people will leave on your images don't make a lot of sense, and they're not going to help you further as an artist. So when I entered into image competition for the first time, I was trying to get advice on what I can do better to make my images look better in the final product. Now, I want to stress from the get-go that I was never interested in winning awards as a primary motivating factor for entering image competition. Is it nice to win awards? Is it good when your peers give you recognition? Of course it is. Nobody's going to say that it's not. But in general, the reason why I enter competition, I entered back then, and even more so now, is because I want to get feedback from the judges as to what I could be doing better. When I have an image that I think looks amazing, oftentimes we'll send that to image competition. Judges won't think it looks amazing. They might point out things that I never saw that I could be doing better, right? So in a lot of cases, I'm putting these images out there to the world. I'm getting a lot of likes on Facebook or Instagram, but I'm not really seeing what I can do better as an artist. And year over year over year, every time I enter into image competition, every time I get that feedback from the judges, I have improved exponentially in what I feel is a good image. Meaning, 5 years ago, I might send 25 images to competition. I might think I have 25 images that are worthy for image competition. But in the last couple of years, that number has gone down, down, down because I'm seeing things that I think are not as good as they could be from a competition perspective, right? I do know how to make very good sellable images, but I want to know how to make images that are very good from a competition level of scrutiny, right? So in general, guys, this is the reason why I enter image competition, and this is the reason why I preach for you guys to enter image competition as well too. I don't want you to enter image competition to win awards, and then when you don't win an award, you get upset. That's not the point of it, right? The point of it is to go in, get feedback from the judges, right? So that means that when you guys enter these competitions, it is so important to be present for the judging, because not all of them, as you guys saw in our article, will actually give you guys feedback in written form. And even so, in written form, it's not as good as hearing it in person. That's why we always make it a point when we enter into these image competitions to go to the judging, because you're not only going to learn from the feedback on your images, but you're going to learn, again, exponentially from the feedback on all of the other images that are there. I can't tell you guys how often in the beginning I would see an image come up and I would be like, wow, that's an amazing image. And then the judges would see something and they would point it out, and then I kind of get a good I kind of get a good feeling as to why they're saying those things. I start getting an understanding as to what they're looking for. So year over year, for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been doing this, and it's been helping me as an artist. So whenever I get asked by other photographers what they can do to improve, I always ask them first, are you entering into image competition, right? And again, you see a lot of flack online. A lot of people will give you some heat because you're entering image competition, because you're winning awards, whatever it may be. That's not the point, right? Again, the point is to enter these competitions to grow as an artist, right? To put your work out there among your peers and see how you are doing in relation to what they're doing. And oftentimes, you might not agree with a judge's assessment of your image, right? But you'll definitely learn a thing or two. And if you take it objectively, right, you're gonna learn what you could do to make those photos better, right? That's why I wanna tell all of you guys, you know, when you enter your photos out there, if the judges leave comments, don't get offended, right? Go up and thank them for the advice that they're giving you guys in terms of how to better yourself as an artist and how to deliver ultimately a better product for your clients. That's all I got this time, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my article. I hope you guys enjoy it. Can't wait to catch you next month in Shutter Magazine.